cue ball is located close to the short cushion, this cushion first shot is delicate. Its angle is very open, and many players miss this shot on the inside, so it makes sense to modify the target point on the cushion by one ball up. The next example of a cushion first shot with counter-English is relatively easy to execute. It allows, in addition, to open the position towards the center of the table. The top English generates a split here, allowing the cue ball to roll back on the short cushion. The shot does not need to be played with a lot of power. This other example of a cushion first shot allows a quite easy opening of the position towards the center of the table. To play this shot without lateral English allows better control of the cue ball in order to achieve a good amount on the yellow ball, which is the main difficulty of this shot. By playing this shot first on the long cushion, using right English, the cue ball recovers the desired English on the third cushion. The maximum right English allows you to execute a reverse after the cushion first. You have to be careful to play not too full, even if this shot can also be executed via three cushions. The top English allows, after contacting the cushion, not to follow but to roll back, in spite of the distance between the red ball and the short cushion. The angle being close to parallel to the cushion, the draw is normally achieved by hitting low without English. The cue ball yellow ball axis being too perpendicular and the yellow ball being too close to the corner zone, the player can make use of the cushion to achieve his reverse. Besides the learning of systems, the player needs to know his courses. When he plays like here, full corner with maximum English. By the way, this is called a maximum. Please note that when leaving the corner, you always arrive in the zone close to the second diamond. To successfully play triple cushion first shots, it is possible to use a calculation system. By using the target points located on the cushions, you can exactly calculate the target point for a given arrival. 3 parameters need to be respected: the departure point, the arrival zone, and the target point. Here is an example of a widely used calculation system. The departure zone goes from one corner to the opposite corner, and here it is numbered from 0 to 90. The value of the departure point corresponds to the diamond pointing to the bottom of the cue. The target zone corresponds to the long opposite cushion, here also numbered from 0 to 90. The arrival is towards the corner zone. You will notice that the numbering at the arrival corresponds to the cushion edge, contrary to the target point and the departure point. First, the players need to identify the arrival value plus the departure value according to the position of the balls. The calculation of the target point is obtained by a simple subtraction: departure value minus arrival value. The regularity of the movement and the right dosing of English will give the player an improved precision. Here you'll see 3 examples illustrating such systems, the arrival value being the only variable. With an arrival at 20 and a departure at 50, the player needs to aim for the 30 in the direction of the third diamond. With an arrival at 30 and a departure at 50, the player must aim for 20 in the direction of the second diamond. This time, with an arrival at 50 and a departure at 50, the player must aim for 0, which means a spot close to the corner. You can even use the system to play shots over 5 or more cushions. Actually, it's an extension of the previous system. Since the course is longer, the loss of English is corrected at the beginning by aiming 2 to 3 ball sizes further on, depending on the table. A slight bottom English makes it possible here to readjust the cue ball to execute the cushion first shot by a cross table. The speed of the movement is essential. Here is another example of a cross-table shot with bottom English. Since the yellow ball is played very thin, the bottom English operates directly on the cushion. Here too, speed is essential. By hitting lower, the player slows the ball down slightly, which makes it possible to avoid the counter contact on the yellow ball. Please note that hitting low eliminates the curve. The cue ball-yellow ball axis now offers a big enough margin to hit the cross-table shot high, without taking the risk of a counter contact. Of course, what is valid in one direction also works the other way round, even if the arrival on the red ball is narrower. The cross-table shot, by its nature, closes the arrival angle. The proximity of the yellow ball means that it's no longer possible to hit the cross-table shot high. The cue ball is readjusted by the fine bottom English. Do not hesitate here to play very high on the second cushion and let the curve take its course to score the point. In the chapter about reverse shots, we saw that the top English allows you to press the ball to the cushion. According to the same principle, the cue ball is readjusted here by the English. Accordion shot is particularly difficult because it evolves all the way along the table. The position of the red ball offers nevertheless a comfortable arrival, thus making it possible to compensate the lack of precision due to the power of the shot. Hitting strongly below the center allows you to squeeze the cushion to considerably readjust the cue ball at the end of its course. This is ideal to enlarge the arrival zone. The accordion shot played in width includes a risk of a counter contact, but the player can also hit it in the length. It is mainly the power of the shot which determines the course. The stronger the shot, the more readjustment. The less strong, the more open. This time, hitting at the top and the speed of the movement create a curve, making it possible to run around the red ball. The yellow ball being hit rather full It is rapidly followed and the risk of counter contact is eliminated. Here again the 3-ball is ideally positioned for an arrival in accordion. This point offers two solutions: either an arrival directly after the second short cushion, or an arrival after the high short cushion. In the second case, the player must play slightly fuller, which in turn increases the risk of a counter contact.